Have you ever opened your phone, scrolled for 5 minutes, and suddenly realized the world has changed again? New AI tools, new side hustles, layoffs, inflation headlines, and you're still using the same habits, the same thinking, the same plan you had 2 years ago? Like, you're working hard, trying to stay disciplined, but deep down you feel this quiet fear that you're falling behind, faster than you can catch up. Yeah, that feeling, that was literally me. Here's the thing. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they're trying to survive a new world with an old mindset. And today, we're fixing that. My name is Batawa, and I spend way too much time thinking about how money, skills, and mindset have to evolve to survive a rapidly changing economy. If you're someone who feels like you're doing the right things but still worried about being replaced, left behind, or outpaced by change, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because this video isn't about grinding harder, it's about making 1% adaptations that future-proof your life. Why hard work alone is no longer enough. Look, let's challenge a dangerous assumption early. Most people believe success comes from working harder and staying disciplined. But here's what most people don't realize. Hard work without adaptation is just slow failure. According to the World Economic Forum, over 44% of core job skills are expected to change by 2027. That means almost half of what makes you valuable today could be outdated in just a few years. And no one tells you this clearly. You're taught to be consistent, but not flexible. You're taught discipline, but not adaptability. This is where it gets really interesting. The people who win long-term aren't the most talented or the most motivated. They're the ones who make tiny, continuous upgrades to how they think, learn, and earn. The psychology behind falling behind now. You might be thinking, but Butawa, I'm disciplined. I show up. I'm consistent. I get it. But consistency without evolution is a trap. Psychologists call this status quo bias. Your brain prefers what's familiar, even when it's no longer effective. Change feels risky, so your mind convinces you that staying the same is safe. But financially, staying the same is the riskiest move you can make. Think about it like this. Using outdated skills in a modern economy is like bringing a flip phone to a smartphone war. You can be disciplined all you want. It won't change the outcome. The power of 1% adaptations. Here's what most people don't realize. You don't need a full life overhaul. You need small, strategic upgrades that compound. James Clear talks about this idea in Atomic Habits. A 1% improvement every day leads to massive long-term growth. But let's apply this financially and mentally. A 1% adaptation might look like learning one high-income skill for 20 minutes a day, slightly changing how you consume information, updating how you think about income, not just saving small moves. Massive impact. Adaptation. 1. Stop relying on one income identity. Most people don't just rely on one income stream. They rely on one identity. I'm a student. I'm an employee. I'm not good with money. That's dangerous. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average person will change careers 5 to 7 times in their lifetime. Yet, most people, mentally, lock themselves into one version of themselves. Here's the shift. Instead of asking, "What do I do?" ask, "What skills can I stack?" Skills are portable. Titles are fragile. Start adapting by building a second identity. Learner, builder, investor in training. Adaptation 2. Upgrade. How you learn, not just what you learn. Look, information is everywhere, but transformation is rare. The human brain remembers only about 10% of what it reads, but up to 75% of what it actively applies, according to learning psychology research. So here's the mindset evolution. Stop consuming content for motivation. Start consuming it for implementation. Instead of watching 5 videos, apply one idea. Instead of reading 10 pages, act on one concept. This is where discipline meets intelligence. Adaptation 3. Shift from saving money to leveraging time. Now this one triggers people. Saving money matters, but time is the real currency. Inflation quietly punishes savers. According to historical data, Inflation averages around 3% annually, meaning your cash loses value every year it sits still. Future-proof thinkers don't just save. They learn how to invest, automate leverage skills that scale. Ask yourself, does this action free my time or trap it? That question alone can change your life. The compound effect nobody talks about. Here's what most people don't realize. Adaptation compounds faster than effort. Someone who adapts 1% every month will outperform someone working twice as hard but staying the same. That's why you see younger people passing older ones financially. Not because they're smarter, because they're more flexible. This is where it gets really interesting. The moment you identify as someone who adapts, you stop fearing change. You start using it. Let's make this practical. For the next 7 days, spend 20 minutes daily learning a future-relevant skill. Cut one low-value habit that wastes time. Apply one idea immediately. No overthinking. That's it. No motivation hype, just adaptation. Look, the world is not slowing down for anyone, but that doesn't mean you're doomed. It means you have an opportunity. Future-proofing isn't about predicting the future. It's about becoming the kind of person who can handle any future. And if you start making these 1% adaptations now, mentally, financially, habit-wise, you'll wake up one day shocked at how far ahead you are. If this video helped you, hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and join this community of people choosing growth over comfort. This is Path to Greatness, and we adapt, we evolve, we win.